Hello, cinephiles and critics. Today we have another Disney live action remake, and today is Snow White. Is it that bad? Out the gate, I'm gonna be honest. Is it this dumpster fire that people make it out to be? No. I just think a couple creative decisions, was meh. But I think overall it worked. But before I get into that, let me address Disney right quick. Disney, y'all should have been took the mic away from Rachel Zegler in all these interviews, okay? I'm not saying what she said was wrong. I'm not saying how I feel about her, or I don't care. My thing is, at Disney, as a company, as a business, she is the cause of y'all losing money. These PR tours. Now, granted, the film isn't Shakespeare. The film isn't great, so the film wouldn't have made much money to begin with, maybe. But the opening weekend or second weekend, whatever, made probably more money given the bad PR. Like this is one of the worst marketing, worst PR trips I've ever seen. It's just from a business standpoint, Disney, why? Like, she cost y'all money. She cost y'all this bad rep. A lot of people went to this film hating it, not liking her as Snow White. Not like this film is backed into a corner with all these things facing it. You have Gal Gadot as Evil Queen. People not on board. People not on board with Richard Zegler as Snow White. People not on board with the decision of the CGI dwarfs. Like, there's a lot of shit this film is facing, and some shit I can't defend. I admit, yes, Gal Gadot, obviously she looked the part, right? But she seemed out of place. I don't think it's the worst acting she's done. I think that's still 84. Her songs and stuff were fine, but it wasn't bad. Rachel, obviously, she can sing. She is very talented. She can act. She's great. I just think her stuff and the controversy is not doing well with audiences, and that might factor this film and how they feel about it. Is it fair? Yay and nay. Because I think you should just go into this film just a blank slate, okay? I just want Disney to capture the magic. That's all I want. And for the most part, I think they capture the magic. I think the Enchanted Forest visually was fucking stunning. Like, for a moment, I actually believed I was in this place, this world of magical beings, And I think the animals, their characteristics, personalities, 10 out of 10, perfect. How they look visually, 10 out of 10, perfect. I just think when it comes to visually, the forest animals were, in my opinion, was great. The dwarves, on the other hand, look, here's what I'm saying about the dwarves, right? Do I agree they're creepy? Yes. Do I agree a couple scenes is jarring with the how they look and face and stuff? Yes. But I am one of the people that I would rather the CGI dwarves than the little people, because people tend to forget dwarves and in this reality or world, they're mythological creatures. They're not real, like trolls or cyclops. Like they're these fake imaginative beings, right? So I think it worked for me. I think a couple of the dwarves were highlights, like Doc and Dopey, especially Dopey. I think by the end of the film, Dopey was my favorite dwarf. I think all the dwarves' interactions with Snow White was great. I think a couple jokes here and there, they didn't land, but I felt the magic on screen. And I think their Hi Ho song is top 2 for me, at least, as in the sequences in the film and the catchiness, the visuals, because they were singing that song in the mining cave, and it looked beautiful. A couple months ago, years ago, they had this picture of these bandits, all the 7 people right here, bandits, and people thought these was gonna be the seven dwarves. Spoiler alert, they're actually in the film. So which is that's one decision I can't defend. You have this subplot or this addition of 7 characters, right? And that really don't add anything except an army, right? This an army fleet to help the princess, basically. I really don't know what Disney executive or writer thought this was a good idea to involve this, because spoiler alert, the first Snow White was called Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. This is just Snow White. It's like the Seven Dwarves for like side characters in their own movie. I know it's a Snow White movie. She's the primary main lead, but the dwarves are a essential aspect to Snow White. I feel like the dwarves would have had more to do if it wasn't for the bandits in the film, you know? So it's kind of like the bandits took the shine away from the dwarves, you know, which is okay, but that was a little weird. And I think Miguel Gadot's performance already wasn't, you know, great, but I did like her as a villain, as in her being evil, right? Her motives, like being very evil and cynical. Like, she is killing people. I don't think it's a bad film. Like I said, I think there's worse Disney live adaptations, you know? This one, I think the pros outweigh the cons, you know? Do I recommend this film? Depends on who you ask, right? If you got kids, you have little girls, or whatever the case may be, like, if you're the target demographic, I say, yeah, go watch it. If you're not like myself, or you're just not a fan of Snow White in general, of her story, maybe wait to streaming. But this film it just so much things against this film, and some things worked, some things didn't work. Out of 5, I give it a 3 out of 5. Because, like I said, I think it's just above meh. The film has the magic. It has the singing, the nice sequences. I loved majority of the songs, even the new ones. I'm like, okay, these are actually not that bad, you know? Like, I get it. People can nitpick about how Richard Zegler's hair looked like Laura Farquaad, or how just everything about their dwarves look creepy. That one, I understand, you know? I just think, for me, all the fantasy elements worked for me, you know? The animals, the dwarves, the enchanted forest, and even the witch. Not her performance, just her herself, as in how she looked and how she acted, her motives. All that shit worked for me, you know? And I came out not sad, you know? In a thumbs up and thumbs down world, I give it a thumbs up. You know, I give it a thumbs up. Yeah, if y'all seen it, tell me your thoughts. I know this one's a controversial film to watch, but just please watch this film with no bias, right? With no prejudice. Go in a blank canvas, expecting nothing, or expecting mid level, or no, like, don't expect too much out of it. Just go in expecting a movie about a princess and dwarves and animals, you know, like that, you know. Other than that, and yeah, that's my review for Snow White, and thanks.